Hello, my name is Chloe Folan, and I thought I would just jump on very quickly today with just a very short video about my upcoming Blessing Technique online healing circle that's coming up this Saturday. So it's going to be starting at 3 p.m. Irish time zone. The class is going ahead, and I just thought I'd create a video. I've sent the follow-up email, but I just thought I'd create a short video as well, because it's just sometimes easier, because a lot of people publicly and privately follow my pages, especially where I post videos. So just to answer some of the overlapping queries that have been coming through about the Blessing Technique Online Healing Circle, you do have to have either trained with me in the Blessing Technique or one of my Ray Path healing teachers. So you must have already done the Blessing Technique workshop to avail of Saturday's class, because what we will be doing in the Blessing Technique Online Healing Circle is revising some parts of what's taught in the workshop. And then I will also be giving the last Blessing Technique symbol that I've personally been working with for about a year. And I'll be explaining why as part of the class, meaning it was a symbol that came through with the other Blessing Technique symbols, but it was held in the background and worked with more directly for certain types of thought forms and situations. So intermittently, I've been working with that symbol myself, and because I have found it of use intermittently, I do believe now it would be right to pass it on to those who've already trained in the Blessing Technique work. Like that, the motivation behind it would be a symbol to work very directly with the physical body, and also for issues that crop up just every now and again. Like that, I'm a great believer in where a technique really reveals how much it has actually helped you and made proper changes within the vehicles. Because I quite often get asked this by students who don't have a lot of inner vision capacity or don't have that way of seeing at all, where they'd be going, well, Chloe, how do I know if something is working for me? Not meaning work they do with me, that's very evident. Everyone who does work with me, either straight away or once the techniques are practiced over a few days, and then indefinitely into the future, everyone who's studied with me notices benefits, and noticeable ones, from the techniques taught. But coming back to the Blessing Technique, and just people asking me in general with other courses, like that courses they might have spent thousands on, that have done, they then find out have really done nothing for them, because those courses haven't created a proper change within the vehicles. Where that evidence would be is if you end up going through a personal difficulty, meaning real life, you know, when real life then hits, if you haven't, if your spiritual tools don't have the capacity to help you through a real experience, especially a stressful one, then that's evidence right there that a technique hasn't worked. And why I'm bringing this up is the Blessing Technique was developed over 7 years before it was publicly released in the format that it was released in nearly 2 years ago now. So 7 years of being properly tested in test groups and taught, and then brought together very patiently over 7 years, and it's paid off. People that have been doing the Blessing Technique work with me over the last 2 years have found it phenomenal. The people in the original test groups as well, and people that would have had parts of the technique prior to that as well that tested some work for me. But like that, especially with the way it's now all being brought together in the format it's taught now publicly, the public release of the techniques, it's really been positively changing people's lives in ways that are noticeable. And in particular, where people feel that they're a bit stuck or have noticed being a little bit stuck. So what the final symbol is for, it's more to see how, as it's given out to those that have already done the blessing technique work, how it helps or supports the physical body. And then also for the different intermittent issues it can be utilized for, meaning real life difficulties that crop up, because life is cyclic. Life continues. So I just wanted to create a quick video just discussing the blessing technique a little bit more and the final symbol that I will be giving on Saturday. And look, if there's anyone that can't, because this is another question that cropped up, if there is somebody who's trained in the blessing technique who can't make that class for the online Zoom meeting, you can avail of it as a correspondence class, meaning you need to still register with me, but then once the class is given on Saturday, that class and the class recording will only be sent on to class participants and those that have registered for the class. So just to be clear, you have to have trained in the blessing technique already, but you can avail of it as a correspondence class if that does suit you better. So please do let me know about that as well. I just want to see if there's anything else I wanted to put in this short video. Anything else of value? I believe that's everything I wanted to say. So it is up on my social media. It is on my website as well, as in if you have trained in the blessing technique and you want more information, I have sent out emails, so please check your inbox or spam folder. It might have been missed, but it is on my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, and it's also on the blog on my website if you want further details for how to register, or you can contact me directly through my website, www.chloefolden.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you if you do need to contact me and interested about it. And I'm also looking forward to connecting with the group that's formed for Saturday's class, and also those I will be connecting with through the correspondence class as well. So please feel free to contact me with any questions. Wishing everyone a blessed rest of the week and a blessed weekend. Rainbow blessings to all.